Hey guys, G.I. Joe here, and welcome back to the bunker in Atlanta. We are here, we are doing a live update video on my channel, and just thought I would address a whole bunch of different topics kind of all at once. And since I have this live app capability to go live, I figured, I'd give that a shot. So I like doing the live thing. I've done several of my last turns on YouTube games live, and I like the interaction between myself and anybody who might pop on live. So if you are watching this after the fact and not live, then hopefully this will be informative. Hey Lieutenant Dan, how's it going? Yeah, see, that's why I love this, is because I like doing live updates. I get to chat with a few guys. The chaplain is here from Missouri. Dan is a fellow Atlanta group player. Yes. Hey LT, that's right, the lieutenant. So see four of you guys here. Thanks for chiming in, guys. As I said, this is just going to be a kind of a live channel update, and just want to talk to you about several topics here. And I'm glad you guys are both here, Lieutenant Dan and Chaplain, because you'll see here in a minute. But I just want to do a live update, talk about several topics here, and let's get going. The first thing I want to talk about is BB4. We are in the midst of a play test for BB4. Actually, we just completed a play test. You might have seen it on some YouTube games. We played a YouTube game, just finished up here about a week ago, with myself, VK Cowboy Hambone, along with Sired, Sire Blood, Hilltop Pillbox, and Warpig up in Ohio. So I have a playlist if you want to check out that BB4 playtest. I can already tell you that some things are going to be changing, and we'll talk about those once we actually make final decisions, or once, I should say, Sire Blood makes a final decision on what's happening with BB4. So just so you know, there will be some new BB4 rules coming out, some changes. I can drop a few hints. One of them is the fact that there's going to be Commonwealth. So rather than Australia and Canada, it's going to be a combined Commonwealth, which is historically accurate. And so there's some tweaking going on with how that's going to look, as far as where they're going to land on the IPC tracker, what about the national objectives, those kinds of things. So you want to, I think the Commonwealth, the guys that have play tested it have definitely liked it. And so I think, stay tuned for that, so if you're interested in BB4. There's some other things, there's some debate on whether the flyovers on the AAAs should stay or go. But we're play testing some ideas, and Sired is even at this time coming up with some tweaks on what we've already play tested. So, so nothing's written in stone yet, other than I'm pretty sure Commonwealth will be there in some manner. So, but we're trying a lot of different stuff, and Sire Blood does a great job of always wanting to keep the game fresh. What roundo is a Commonwealth going to have? Union Jack? Yes, actually that's what Sired mentioned. He's only mentioned it once or twice. Not that any official decision has been made, which is kind of a bummer, because I really dig that roundel. I don't know why. It's just so simple and plain, but yet it just looks good, right? I just like it. So, but we'll see. I think the Union Jack roundel would kind of make the most sense. So other things that we're kind of play testing, we're trying to maybe do a tweaker thing on China. There's some different Japan stuff that might be happening. There's a Vichy French thing that if you watched our YouTube games, you know that we're considering a G1 move, to where if Germany takes all of France, including Normandy and southern France, that there is some type of almost a national objective for that, whether it be monetary objective, or whether it be some additional pieces. So you want to definitely check out that. Would it just be the white center and blue outer ring? Yeah, I'll get a picture of the queen, right? Nice, Rob. So again, I don't want to go through and list all the potential changes in BB4, because chances are some are going to change. So, but if you want to keep up to date on what changes are going to be happening, once these changes are actually finalized, you can check them out on siredblood.com/community. If you haven't registered already, go ahead and do that, and that way you can kind of chat and kind of stay in the forum and see all the information, and then stay up to date on any changes that are made. Dice, Rube Cred, dice rolls for the ships. Not sure what you mean by that, to scuttle or not. Not sure what you mean by that. If that's like a global 36 thing or something. I'm not familiar with global 36, or if that's some other type of house rule. I'm really not familiar with that. So maybe you can expound upon that, Rube. Not sure there. All right, so that's all I want to say about BB4. We are going to be playtesting some more. Of course, Sire lives here in the Atlanta area now, so we're able to get together, a good bit and playtest some of his rules. So, plus we have our playtest group that we check out stuff. So, Rube, that's a good question or a good comment. I like the dice roll thing. We are considering either scuttling the ships in 93, or maybe the French Navy becomes German, because we know historically that UK had to go sink the French fleet in the Mediterranean. I think it was off Algeria, if I'm not mistaken. So we're trying to get to some historical accuracy there in the game without breaking the game, of course. So it's a fine balance, because anytime you add something, there's always the cause and effect kind of thing that goes on. So and what we're trying to do is get it to where there are as many options as possible. So I know on the flyover deal, with having AAAs institute the flyovers, which we have done in BB3, for all intents and purposes, it is essentially taking the Taranto battle out of the game, because UK doesn't want to fly over 3 AAAs just to get to C-Zone 97, and then have to deal with a battleship AAA, and then have to deal with a scramble. So we want to figure out a way to get Taranto to where it's at least a viable option. That way the United Kingdom has, 3 or 4 different scenarios that they can participate in or decide to do on UK1, which kind of helps determine how the battle in the Mediterranean goes. Okay, we don't want it to be just kind of pigeonholed to where there's only one path. We don't want everything to be scripted in the first round. Like I remember when I first started learning the classic game, everything was scripted, right? Round 1, Germany had to do this. Russia had to buy this, otherwise they're messed up. So we're trying to get away from scripted play and provide options for all the nations, to where the decision of the general that is manning that specific nation can really determine how the game flow will go. So anyway, just stay tuned for more BB4 play tests, and like I said, check out sireblood.com/community. They have free downloads there as well. All right, so the next thing I want to talk about, shout outs. I've been meaning to talk about this, and I apologize for not doing this way sooner. But over the past, I have been fortunate enough to be a recipient of some very kind people, Young Grasshopper, General Hand Grenade, Sire Blood, whomever, that when I first got my channel started, they gave me a shout out, and I kind of want to give it forward a little bit here. And I want to give some shout outs to some fantastic YouTube channels. And I say they're new. They're not new, and you probably already know about them, but I just want to make sure that I use this platform to kind of, like I said, kind of pass on the kindness that has been given to me. So, first one, Panzer King up in Canada. Holy cow. If you haven't checked out Panzer King's YouTube channel, off the chain. Now, he's big time into Global 36, as is General Hand Grenade. I know they play together a lot. But his game room, his table is insane. He's got like even a DeLorean looking car with the doors that open up. It's wicked. Everything is metal, steel. It is perfection. It is actually a piece of art. And so you want to check out Panzer King. After this live session, I'll put these links in the description. You've got to check him out. And he's actually going to be hosting his first tournament here, I think after the holidays, January, February, something like that. And it is amazing. He's got the awards and the medals and the trophies. It's it's top shelf. So you definitely want to check him out for customizations, for table. His table's amazing. Of course, Global 36. You definitely want to check him out for that. So Hambone, my buddy Hambone up in Kansas City. I can't remember if I've given a shout out to him, but you definitely want to check out Hambone at the HQ. And he has a great bunker, little basement, nice. Got a lot of World War II memorabilia. And he's the map king. He's got maps everywhere, all types of great World War II memorabilia. He plays lots of games, whether it be out of box, whether it be any type of Axis and Allies franchise game. He, Global 36, HBG stuff. He'll have 2 games going on at the same time with his sons and then with us or what have you. But you want to check out Hambone at the HQ. Great guy, and been to my house, and and his humor is awesome. He has a very, very dry sense of humor, so I think you'll really, really enjoy his channel and his, yes, Rue, I agree. Hambone is big time undersubbed, and I take some responsibility for that. I guess I should have used my platform earlier to help promote him, and I haven't done so. And I apologize for that. So we need to get more people to subscribe to Hambone at the HQ. So go check that out. Lieutenant Dan, who should be here, he chimed in a minute ago. Lieutenant Dan is actually an Atlanta Axis and Allies member. He's been to my house. I've been to his place, and holy cow, his table. You need to check out his table. I've seen it live. And let me tell you, the videos that you're going to see on his channel don't do it any justice. It is sick. It is it's like a pool table. Well, there's Lieutenant Dan. It's like a pool table. It's got this beautiful wrap of what kind of wood? I want to say mahogany, but it's not mahogany. Oh man, help me, Dan. Walnut. Yes, it's walnut. All going around that. The color matching is perfect. It's just. Everything was meticulously laid out. He's got LED lighting that changes. He's working on some cool dice trays, which I don't want to give away a secret here, but he's working on a cool... Sorry, I had a phone call. I had to delete it. Working on a cool way to use some dice towers in there, but I don't want to give that away, so he's working on that. And it's kind of a top secret little assignment there. But he's magnetized everything, okay, which I know some other people have done. But, I mean, he's working on customizations of painting his pieces. He's got these cool flight stands that he's actually putting wire into his air bases and have planes hanging off the top of them for scrambling. It's pretty awesome. Every piece, every chip is magnetized pieces, the infantry, the whole works. You definitely need to check it out, all right? And last but not least, my good friend, The Chaplain. Yes, you need to check out his channel. All right, I want you to go check out his channel. He's a fellow Missourian in the St. Louis area, where I'm originally from. And it's great to see his progress and his journey on learning the game, getting maps, building his own table, building his boxes. And so you definitely want to check out The Chaplain. And great guy. You're welcome, Dan. So check out those 4 channels. And there's a lot more, but I just want to highlight those 4 for right now. So again, Panzer King, Hambone at the HQ, Lieutenant Dan, and then The Chaplain. They do some great stuff, and I want you to go support and check them out. All right. So let's continue on. Let me go back here, and I see a few questions or comments before I go on to the next section. And because there's a little delay here, so I know some of you guys... So James Davis, Big Jim, like a game you can play in a day. Yes, this game you can play in a game, BBR at least, in a day. Is about 8 rounds. You can do it about 10 hours. You need to add units of fighter to attack in Malta and sub in 98. Well, yeah, there's a lot of things you can do. Everybody's got a, advice or an idea on how to kind of tweak things, and you guys keep them coming. We look at all things seriously, but as with any decision you make in doing a house rule, one thing affects something else, and so you try to deal with some balance and stuff in here. Like mod of FEC using ANZAC pieces and the 27 IPC. Yeah, All right, so let's go on down here and continue on. Yeah, damn, we're frenemies. Nice. There's a contest in the chat. Not sure. Did I put a contest in this chat? I don't remember. All right, so let me talk about something else. BBR series. Now, I got going a while ago, probably a year and a half ago on the BBR series, and I wanted to put up videos. And I got, I think, 9 or 10 videos up on all the different aspects of BBR. You know, target select, naval blockades, tech, all these different things. And I got going, and there were so many things to do that by the time I got going a little bit, some of the things had changed, right? So I do want to kind of refresh my BBR series in that I want to readdress some of the things that have changed. Now, if it hasn't changed, like the whole technology thing, I'm not going to deal with it. Or the video I did on, what was it? The different pieces and customizations that you might want to consider if you're looking at playing BBR, okay? Some of those things I won't have to change, but obviously some things like, you know, naval blockade is the same. Target select, there's a slight different twist from the original video I did. So all that to say, I'm going to update and finish my BBR series. So you can be looking over that. I'll be working on that over these winter months, and I'll just kind of go back through my files and see what of the original videos I did need to be updated and add on and continue on from there. So you might want to check that out. Now, in talking about BBR, some videos I want to also work on, just so you know, I want to do a brief video on each nation of BBR, and I want to talk about things such as national objectives for each nation, technologies that might be good for each nation that I would recommend if you're playing BBR, and what to consider when picking those technologies, and of course which ones to avoid. Now, a lot of you can probably figure out a lot of that on your own, but I might even deal with some issues on, like, if you pick this technology for this certain nation, these are some things you might want to consider, or this is what that technology might allow you to do later on in the game. Those kinds of things, and different types. So I want to go through each single nation and talk about every possible element that I can, so that you guys are very, very familiar with BBR if that's what you're interested in. All right, some other videos that I want to do is I want to do some mock battles that are a little bit different in BBR than they might be in Out of Box. For instance, the battle for Yunnan in China. Okay, in BBR that looks different because of the Obama para and like some different considerations that you might want to look at if you're considering, well, Japan pretty much has to go into Yunnan on J1, but some different ways to maybe approach the Battle of Yunnan. The Battle of Taranto, some different ideas, what that looks like with BBR and how that compares to Out of Box. So also Amur, Manchuria, C-Zone 110, C-Zone 111 off of London. But just some different ways that the BBR battles, or those battles in BBR, might differ than battles in Out of Box. So for those of you that are wanting to learn BBR, just learn some new strategies and techniques, that might be a thing. And of course, I'll do it live, show you what I'm doing, and then maybe let you guys chime in and say, you know, what do you think? And like, oh no, I'd put an extra sub there, or what if you did this? I think that would be kind of fun, you know, and maybe informative. All right. Let's see. So playlist. Now, what I spent some time here. It didn't take me a lot of time, but I spent some time here not too long ago organizing some of my videos. To into playlists. Okay, so if you go onto my YouTube channel, you click on playlists, you're going to see a lot of new playlists. You're going to see playlists for BB42 games that we've played. All right, there's probably about 4 or 5 of those, and I think we started back in March. You're going to see BBR3 games. Okay, you're going to see BBR4 games. Well, you're going to see one because we just finished one. But any subsequent BBR4 play test we do, you're going to see that in a play test. I did a play test of my custom infantry. Now, what I did was I just went back and I grabbed the videos that I've already made, you know, maybe 2 years ago, and I've just put them in one playtest that says custom infantry. That way you don't have to file all the way through. Hey Pagan, what's up, man? Good to see you. So I put all my customized infantry videos into one playtest, so you don't have to file all the way through all my videos. So you can just click on the playlist that says custom infantry, boom, all the information is there, okay? I did a playlist on flight stands. I'm gonna do one, I'm gonna organize all my customization videos, whether it be the table, the boxes, painting the pieces, whatever. And I'm gonna put like a customized playlist. You might wanna check out that. It's just reorganizing my videos for easy access. I'm also going, I think I've already done this actually, I'm doing a top 10 video playlist. Now, by top 10, I'm saying the top 10 views. So not necessarily my top 10, maybe, and it may not be your top 10 that you would pick. But for just so if you want to see the top 10 videos that have the most views on my channel, and strangely enough, number one, which has 12,000 views, which blows my mind, I can't even imagine that, is me unboxing the anniversary edition. I mean, I'm opening a box and saying, yeah, look, it's got infantry. So I don't know why that has 12,000 views. I don't. But nonetheless, I'm reorganizing it and putting top 10 viewed videos on my channel there. If you just kind of want to see what the majority of people have watched, you're welcome to grab that. All right. So again, I'm just reorganizing the channel into different playlists. So go to playlist and check out those. Yes, reorganize your one video, Pagan. Hey, Hilltop, welcome. Let's see, win or lose, it's a lot of fun. That's right. And the thing about BBR that I love is, for the most part, I'd say 80 to 90% of the time, folks are in the game all the way to the end, right? Even if things look dicey at all. I've played games before when I was the Allies, and I was down 17 points, right? This happened to me twice. And the Axis had 17 points in round 7, and I just positioned myself in a way to where I could gobble up as much as I possibly could on the last 2 rounds, and twice it worked out for me. So that's what's pretty sweet about BBR is for the most part, 80% of the time or so, folks are in the game till the end, and that's what makes it fun, right? You don't want to see the writing on the wall at the end of, turn 2 or turn 3, and then still have all this time to have to play, knowing that you're just going to lose. It's just a matter of time. I put that unboxing on repeat. Show the children what successful people do when they get old. Haha, nice. Nice, Hilltop. Oh, and Hilltop Pillbox, his channel is off the chain. He's got like 2,500, 3,000 subscribers. I don't know. It increases every night. I think he uses Dominion software to count his subscribers or something. I'm not sure, but I think he had like 11 subscribers yesterday, and 4 this morning. He ended up having like 3,000, something like that. Just kidding, man. But he has a great channel. Go check out Hilltop Pillbox. He's also in Canada, and does a lot of videos on everything. So, and he's very, very comical, has a great wit, and as I've joked with him before, he has an excellent command of the American language. Nice job, Hilltop. All right, so all that to say, this little update, BB4 playtest. I gave some channel shout outs. If you didn't see the beginning of this video, go check it out. I'll put the post down, I'll put the video links down in this description. BBR series, I talked about that. I want to update the videos and finish those. And included in those will be nation videos, talking about each individual nation, their national objectives, techs, some different strategies and ideas you might want to consider. Battles in BBR that are different than out of box, whether it be Yunnan or Taranto, Amur, Anchuria, C-Zone 110, C-Zone 111, those kinds of things. And oh, what's next for me in my channel as far as what I'm doing? Well, I'm considering building a new table. And yes, I've got this table, right? You may have seen that.
I didn't get that.
Whoops.
Could you try again?
Yes, that was Siri. Nice. But I want something, after seeing Lieutenant Dan's table, I want a piece of furniture down here, right? I've got my fold-up table that's portable. I can take wherever I want. or if I want to pull it out to have 2 tables. But I want a nice chunky base. I mean, Dan has really inspired me to do something. I just got to find the time and the money to put into it. So thanks for that, Dan. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. That's it. That's my channel update. And thanks, Pagan. Yeah, the battleships. Like I said, that's going to be, check out my reorganization playlist of custom pieces. But, and you know, all these customizations, you don't have to have them to play any type of Axis and Allies game. It's one of those things where, you know, when you don't have somebody to play with, when you do customizations, it gives you a chance to kind of stay in the hobby a little bit and enjoy the hobby until you can get somebody to play a game with. So, and it definitely enhances the game, okay? Not that you can't play it without it. Yes, Ghazi, Detroit's table is awesome. He's got those drawers with the multi-level of slides for drawers and stuff. Yeah, Detroit is a great guy, and you know, he says he's not a woodworker and all that, but his table's pretty awesome. In fact, that was one of the first tables, or the first table that I ever found on YouTube. So, Rube, yes, I coat my pieces with Minwax Honey Satin Polyurethane. Okay, I just kind of dip them in there and you know, dab it off. I know there are different techniques, but I don't spray any type of coating on it. I just dip it in the polyurethane, and when the polyurethane dries, it coats the paint. So, and it gives it that weathered look. You know, that's how you get this right here, right? Trying to do it to where you can't. Yep, that's just polyurethane on some paint. Yep, Detroit's drawers are amazing. Well, we'll leave that with you, Chaplain. Okay, I'll take it. I'll take your word on that. I'm just messing with you. No flaking issues. I haven't had those, Rube. The only issue on the Japanese infantry, the rifles are such thin plastic that there's a little bit of flaking that might occur there if you like bend it or something, but it hasn't bothered me too much. And I think the same thing happens a little bit on the Chinese infantry. But I don't think that's the technique so much as when I was first doing my painting and all that. I think I got in a hurry and I really didn't take the time to let it dry before I dipped. So I think that's the biggest issue. Let it dry several days before you try to dip. And then when you dip, don't wipe too hard, right? All right, guys. Oh, drawers on his table. Oh, okay. All right, there you go, Chaplain. Yes. All right. So I know I was just jabbing you, Chaplain. I'm just jabbing you. So hey, guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for chiming in, and I love this live thing. I like being able to interact with you guys rather than just make a video by myself and upload it. So that's kind of boring to me. But this is awesome. It's great to get to converse with some of my subscribers and friends and all that. So hope you're doing well. Hope you guys are safe during this crazy time. And we'll see you soon. And look out on my channel for some of these videos I talked about that I'll be making over the next several months over this winter. Okay. So thanks for watching, guys. Take care. Hope you're doing well. We'll see you later.